They say it's better to have patience than to be powerful and to have self-control rather than conquer a city. But the only truth is that if you can't even conquer yourself, you're really just a bitch. And that fucking concoction of failure that you are and that you reflect with that passive-aggressive bitch energy is really just a reflection of who you really are. So before you even try to talk about power, speak on something you don't fucking have. You fucking addicted, out of shape, addicted, in depth, bitch. Remember who the fuck you're not. And if you want to talk about power, we can talk about power because you're really a power squandering, powerless bitch. So while you're a man passive aggressive, I'm going to approach you aggressively, and I'm going to invoke hostility, because remember that you're a bitch, you're a power squandering nobody. Your self-worth can be compared to a cockroach, and you're worth less, inferior as fuck. You're the germ on the bottom of my shoe. So remember that you're an example of, the man you're supposed to be and become, and you're going to talk about power, but you're the one feeding your family with addictions. Your little brother's lungs are going to be black by the age he turns 30, talking about power. You got your whole family in this cyclical cycle of passively killing themselves. So remember that every action has an underlying motive, and within that underlying motive is a motivation, a momentum force in your mind that has underlying reasons, and within those underlying reasons are emotional triggers that generate emotion into the mind to execute externally and actualize whatever the fuck's motivating you to be that bitch. So before you try to come at me with this passive aggressive shit, you wasn't coming at me when I was addicted. You wasn't coming at me when I was broke. You wasn't coming at me when I didn't have anything to my name. I didn't even have my own self-respect. You weren't coming at me when I was the individual that you felt you were better than. So when someone comes to you and tells you the truth about yourself, which is you're a power squandering bitch, belligerent, hostile, inferior specimen, hominoid of what the fuck not to be. So while you pretend to be this individual who is so magnificent and brilliant and has his way through life and is going to circumnavigate his circumstantial circumferences to execute a reality that you're going to create in that best image of yourself, before you pretend like going to college and then going to be a slave, you're destitutional as fuck. Remember that before you speak about me, remember that I'm better than you in every fucking metric of existence. I'm a superior example. No vaping, no alcohol, no bullshit that's gonna pollute your vessel that you inhabit. And remember that your habits inhabit your mind, right? And what inhabits your mind is your habits. So your habits are a reflection of you. So before you come at me, remember that 3 a.m. never missed it. 3:45 a.m. workout, never missed it. Every single day. So before you disrespect me, bitch, remember who the fuck you couldn't even be. And if we swapped minds, if we swapped vessels and I inhabited your vessel, you would turn me into an inferior, addicted, broke bitch. So before you disrespect me with that passive aggressive insecurity, mental fucking infertility, fucking bitch, remember that I'm everything you want to be. And since you're a power squandering hominid who can't culminate and actually assert what he is, which is absolute imperium divinity reflected in the marginal existence of being a fucking human, understand that your quantum coherence is incoherent to that best version of you. And you're jealous as fuck, you're envious as fuck, and you're really gonna just live a life of being a subordinate slave working minimum wage. And I don't give a fuck what you have to say, because really, from my online business, I get more money than you. So shut the fuck up before you speak about me, and remember that passive aggressive bitch energy is really just a reflection of the insecurity in your mind. And the reason you decided to come at me is because within your mind you had an underlying motivation, which was the cause to the effect, which affected you to even say some bullshit talking about self-control. Out of shape, addicted bitch. So remember that every time you feed that addiction, every time you passively kill yourself with the motivation, because a motivation is actually inextricably linked to an outcome. So if you're motivated by something, then there's something that's correlating you to correspond to a specified outcome. So every time you hit that vape, every time you pick up that bottle, remember that your outcome is death, bitch. So before you come at me with that passive aggressive pussy energy, just remember that I'm a better human than you, and remember that Hugh has the word Hugh in it, and you're really just addicted, grayscale, slumped over, can't even get up out of his bed in the morning and wake up for his life, addicted bitch. So before you disrespect me, remember that I have more respect garnered in this one existence than your entire fucking bloodline, your fucking slave impoverished family that is going to continue the chains of poverty while you remain an inferior hominid as we continue to proliferate and incinerate any weakness in our fucking bloodline and to conquer all DNA information that was transferred from the ones before us and to sequentially sequence ourselves frequently to the vibration that we frequently see to manifest the reality that we know we deserve, we know we're worth. And if you really have a problem with that, it's because you're a bitch and you're really just a shoe level, bottom barrel, scarce fucking ape primate who can't even control his own mind. So before, again, you disrespect me, remember you're a self-neglecting, self-incinerating, carcinogen inhaling piece of shit, bitch!